Hello, my beautiful darlings, and welcome back to the Commonwealth. This is your friendly neighborhood lady, Ha, and we are at Solitude. Not Solitude. I got Skyrim on my brain, okay? Ah, we're here at this beautiful lighthouse that we find in game that we normally ain't able to build at, but thanks to Shadowzhar 77, we got this spot. Yeah. And I did just clear up the fucking weather. I do apologize for swearing. Not too much though, but yeah. I did just clear the freaking weather and it's already decided to be like, screw you. I'm not gonna give you a clear sky to record in. No. And I'm gonna taunt the weather gods in Fallout 4 and say the power is mine. So last time we were here, we added this. Yep. And this monstrosity that is a beautiful god tower for your guarding needs, provided by Shadowzhar. And I freaking love this thing because, first of all, this is one of my favorite pieces. As you guys may know if you've been watching all of my videos, and if you haven't, they are available on my channel. So I figured today we're gonna bank some decoration stuff in here, make this nice and comfy for the god person, add a cot in here, and a little steppy step and a chair so we can grab the wheel and go sailing, jumping on the railing, kinda. Yeah, so that's the plan. Oh yeah, I added in some food thingamajigs so I didn't have to remember to do that. As you guys know, Shadowbrain. That would be me. So that's what I have done, good people. And I think before we start tackling any kind of construction, I think we shall tackle the needs of the bed. Now let's see. Yeah, we are going with the simple cot. Not because we have to, but because I think it's nice. So, put that there. Yeah, I know I'm outside of the build area, so shush. Shush, I tell you. Now we have the time off, so it can't shush me anymore and say, no, you can't do this. This is outside of the build area. That is my best Karen impression I can give you guys. Yeah, I know, I gotta stop watching silly YouTube videos. And not the building kind of videos, because those are not silly. And neither are the recipe videos that I do so enjoy. I was speaking of the more satire aspects of silly videos. I gotta stop watching those. So, what if we do that, yeah? That looks rank shaggy AF. And I do apologize for the angle, but apparently this piece is easier to place when looking down. There we go. So now we got two little beds and a little bed over here. Now for my favorite part, my favorite chair. And CVC, funny enough, I didn't know this before. They have my favorite chair in blue. So, guess what? That's what we're gonna use. Oh yeah. I love that. And the classical bread that we all know and love. I'm gonna plop that baby in here. So if we do like this, we can still move around it. Good, 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 good. And that person can look outside, enjoy the rainy weather, because something tells me it's already freaking raining in game again. And that beautiful table from CVC. And as we progress in building up this site, we shall dive more into the mods that Shadowzhar has created. Yes, guys, see that? It's already freaking overcast again, and I just cleared the weather. Oh, super duper annoying. Okay. See now, if we do like this, yeah, outside of the build area, but that doesn't deter me. There we go. Now we need some containers, and I gotta use this because this is for your bubble heads. Oh, it's pretty. Now for the main, we're gonna use this nice little yellow thingy. Why not? Let's put that right down here. And Siduffle. Gonna save it right next to the bed in this little divot. And it shall go where I tell it to go. There we go. And as we all know, settlers tend to be klutzes, so like me, so they are gonna need some bandages, so we're gonna put that there. And this one, of course, shall be placed in here. Give me a second, guys, and we shall attempt to clear up this foul weather again. And the worst part is, I do have a clear sky thingy installed, and yet it gives me this, right? How does that make any freaking sense? None, I tell ya. Game alteration. World manipulation. Weather. Clear skies. There we go. Yeah, I had to speed up the time just a bit because I'm trying to get settlers for some other areas that you might be aware of that we are working on. The Forest Grove Dam, the dam, right? I need settlers, so I had to speed up the time. Otherwise, my time scale was set to real life time. And for building, that is awesome, but for getting settlers, not so much. Alrighty. Let's see. What shall we do? I'm just gonna have a quick little scroll. Because they have these nice little pier thingies in here. Just like P2M has some nice pier pieces. But I was actually figuring if we do something like that, yeah? Don't worry about me. I got the Aqua Girl perk, so we shall be fine. Because I did level up a bit, so I actually could get that perk. I think if we do something like that, yeah? And I wish the current wouldn't sweep me with it. If we do something like that. Whoop. Yeah. Now we got that debacle out of the way. Okay. Let's get out of CBC. Then we shall go to G2M. Go to Word. And Other. Because first and foremost, they got these. These babies are wonderful. And this little baby. Well, I was actually thinking that we keep on with the shacks theme of it all. Woo! Next time we need to build here, remind my character to take the soap with them, yeah? So they can get a bath while we are plotzing around. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days where your plotzing is conspiring against you. Now that looks supported already, so that's good. Good. And then I actually think we need to add some more of these. What if we add it like that? And then put some ratings around here, maybe? I don't know yet. What I do know is that we should find a barge as well, of some kind. Because right now this is looking nice and organic. Yeah. And then we can either go up to the God Tower or sneak around. I think we do need another piece though. Like so. And yes, they will get support beams underneath them as well. But not right now. Because first and foremost, I do believe we need to make sure everything is nice and safe. And add in more of these magnificent god thingies. How is it looking down here? Yeah, that looks okay. Good. Now, let's just position this a bit more nicely. So we don't get water in the ship unnecessarily. And if we scoot it just along the build line, I think we should be a-okay. We could actually stick out the bottom bit right there, yeah? Because we don't need to utilize that area per se. I think this shall serve our purposes nicely. Yes. Okay, so far so good. And we need to find a spot to put in a fisherman's area. I think we might have to do that next to our boat here. But this we are going to make sure is not going to be that saleable. Because this needs to stay put. So no running off with the ship, eh? None. But I do think we need one of these. Yeah. Plutzing. So what if we bring that up to there? How's the angle then? That is actually not terrible. Okay, I'll take this. Yeah. Plus, on top of the main steering house, up here, I actually think with a little bit of finesse and finagling, we can add in a floor piece and have this as a guard post as well. Oh yeah, baby. I think that sounds like a reasonable approach. I know there's a lot of plotzing around today, so. But sometimes you actually do have to plotz around with pieces and figure out, does this look right with your layout, yeah? Yay or nay? And right now, we are doing our very best to put in some of the bigger ticket items, like places to put beds, making sure the settlers can move around, right? Not that this settlement is going to be huge, but I still want them to be able to use this sufficiently, yeah? And I do believe with a tiny bit of, again, finagling, I actually think we can endeavor to extend a walkway around here. My settlers might not use this, but it shall provide some opportunities for them to move around. Which I believe is a good thing. There we go. Let's just steal that. Lower it to there. Scoot it over. So in case we need to or want to, we can actually add in a stair for them to utilize. For now, we just gotta make sure they got this. There we go. Yeah, it's getting dark already. Jesus. Hang on, people. And since we don't have any settlers yet, I shall endeavor to use the time option from this key terminal. World manipulation, yes. Time. Set time to 6 a.m. Thank you. There we go. And I'm just gonna quickly test again that the workways are possible. Since we do not have, like I said before, any settlers yet. Dog meat, get out of the soup, buddy boy. Yes. Oh, that silly dog. I love that silly dog. Now, that is working, and we got our next victim to be kitted out. But I do think we need a tiny step underneath here, which is a-okay. No problemo. Speaking of a-okay, where you at? Where you at? My favorite section. There we go. What if we... like so. Ha ha ha. Yeah. You know what, guys? I think we should put in some plywood along here. Don't get me wrong, I like my scrappy shack bridges, but we need something to break this up just a bit. Yeah? And when in doubt, plywood it out. And I know sooner or later, you guys are gonna get saying that too. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I'm contagious. I already got most of my peeps in this wonderful Fallout 4 community saying Scrappylicious. So, this shall be a thing too. Dog meat, get out of there. Don't drown now. Be a good boy. And we shall patchwork this. Whoop! There it is. Now, ooh, metal. We got metal pieces in here too. So, we're gonna grab some of these. Again, breaking up some of this texture. Making sure it's a bit more secure. Like so. Level. Yes, please. Hey, dog meat. Bye, dog meat. Let's see. Add this. Well, let's add a couple of these. These are nice. Oh, yeah. I shouldn't be having so much fun with this, but I am. I am purely and surely enjoying doing this. And hopefully this will help you guys to look at things a different way. Yes? Well, I really do hope so. And if you do want to do something a bit more challenging, shall we say, I highly recommend that if you're not doing the challenge of the Forest Grove Dam, still give it a go, download the mod, and just enjoy the area. Yes? And I'm not saying that just because I have it installed. I'm saying that because I truly and utterly like that area. I scrap you. And of course the soup is trying to pull me down to David Jones's locker. I think David Jones might want to keep me, but I got a jetpack, so it's not gonna keep me there for long. Okay. And I'm trying to get better to utilize some of these prefabs that are provided from different mods, because some of them are quite nice, even though they are very simple. If we're gonna break this down, right? We got a junk fence, roof, one full floor, and two single floor pieces. The curved piece from the middle section that I do enjoy, and those curved metal pieces that are not slappable, unfortunately. And my favorite wall from the vanilla section. Very simple and yet so effective. And I figured this looks like something I would have created, well, a couple of years ago. Not to bash or diminish anybody's building style. Au contraire, mon ami. But yeah, I would have created something similar and silly like this myself, which is nice. So why not give a tiny nod and you know, whoop whoop for Scrappylicious and shacks of all kinds. Okay, now that is Shaggy. We got that. We need to find. We need a ladder, a stair, something to propel us up, right? We could do that, yes. It's gonna make pathing a tiny bit terrible. I think we might even get away with sinking that just a bit. But that is possible. If we push that back just a smidge, I think we shall succeed in our endeavor of making sure settlers can move back and forth somewhat efficiently. And then we still got that underneath here. Good. Good, good, good. And if anything else fails, we can make an escape route this way too, right? Not just along the side here. But I think we need to figure out something else for this. Even though I love this piece, yeah, it shall perish. Sure enough, that stupid snapping. Don't get me wrong, snapping is very useful, but in some instances, it's more a nuisance than a help. And since I've been building way more on my PC than on my dear Xbox, I have to rethink how I do things a lot more. Still, you know? Yeah, that is better because that gives us a bit more wiggle room. Alrighty. Ha ha ha. Yes. Yes. Okay. Didn't I see? I did see. Good. Object snap back on. Boop. Like so. Since we do have a railing here and there. Mm, 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 mm. They got some very interesting God posts in CVC, I gotta say. Some of them are a bit hilarious and others are a bit more useful, shall we say. So I was actually thinking if we do that, right? And then we make a little lean-to up here. I think that God person is gonna be pleased. Let's get back to the vanilla pieces. Et voila. And let's create something ridiculous. In the best way possible. Again, not saying that to be negative or bash anybody's scrappiness. And like always, since there is a way to fall down, I managed to do it. I'm very good at falling down. Yes. Very good at that. But I think if we do this, and yes, I know it's sticking out a bit from our floor piece, but I also think it's gonna look nice when we're done. So this is gonna be sort of a mini speed thingy, right? And you guys can do this too. Have fun, play around with pieces, because that is exactly what we're doing right now. We're playing around with pieces, and I already see the light trying to escape me. Yikes. But see, something like this already. And now come the bit of a tricky part, roofing. And you know what, guys? I think we shall see if we can't find a suitable metal roof. Yes, indeed. We are going metal on this wood. I know it was a bad joke pertaining to my heavy metal. Boys and girls out there, and to all little bats. But I also do think that they will shake their head, have a tiny bit of a giggle on my behalf. So it's all good. What if we do it like so? Yes. Nice. Do we have any, I don't need walls. I actually do need a railing though. Nope, no exciting railings. That's a shame. But we do have some very, very nice retextured railings here. So we shall use those. And some yellow. Since this is a fishing area. So we got some yellow for yellowfin tuna or goldfish. If we do it like that. Then we do need a pillar of some sort. Let's see, what else do we have under here? We also got this thing, but that's not going to help us, is it? No. That would be a firm no. But what if we do it like this? Whoop. Haha. And then let's grab one more. Or maybe the short one would be more. No, long one. Okay. I know I can just turn on snapping, but what's the fun in that? And once again, we're not looking for picture perfect here. You're looking for scrappy and usable. And let's see. I think we actually did achieve that. So I'm just going to do a quick save here. And let's go to daylight again. And again. If I only could hit the right button, that might help. So we can take a look-see on how it's going. Because the last thing we are going to do today is put up, you guessed that, did ya? We're actually going to put up a beacon. So I can have some dear settlers roaming about, getting in my way. Yes, this looks nice and ridiculous. Good. Oh yeah, nice and ridiculous indeed. And yet, I'm not mad at that. Okay. Duck me, get out of the soup, baby boy. But I'm not sure about that sticky outy piece. Do we want to keep it? No. Did it help to place the roof? Absolutely. So bye to you. Do we need to adjust it a tiny bit? Yes. Am I mad about that? No. And that's all of the adjustment that is needed. And sometimes you gotta do that. And why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this so when you do something in your build and it doesn't pan out the way you envision it, don't be too hard on yourself. Just try and readjust it just a tad and then take a look at it again, right? Like so. Now we go over here, take a look, and then we're going to say goodbye in just a second or more. See, that helped. That tiny bit of readjusting, that helped. Because now we also still got room not just for the guard, but also for turrets. And you guys know how I feel about turrets. I love them. So, let's get a Jenny. Whoop. And since our beacon is not going to stay here permanently, we're going with the quick fix. And once again, nothing wrong with that, right? Unfortunately, I have noticed a lot of people being very, very hard on themselves and their building style. Which sucks because everybody's building style is a tiny bit different. And that's okay, that's wonderful. So don't beat yourself up. Because right now this looks like a complete mix match, but I do know once we're done building up this area, this is gonna look spectacular. Say it with me. Scrappylicious and spectacular. Yes, yes indeed. Oh, this is gonna be fire. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. That's all, folks. Catch you in the next one. Bye now.